Hello, and we're back with everybody's favourite subject in English, prepositions. So what is going to be our preposition error for today? Well, let's take a look at our example. Bronze was invented since 5,000 years. Bronze was invented since 5,000 years. Can you spot the problem? The issue is with the preposition since. Since is not the appropriate preposition to use in this situation. Instead, we would be far better off using the preposition ago, which generally comes at the end of the sentence. Why? Well, we often use the preposition ago to indicate the duration of an event when a time unit is included. And as is often the case, such as in this case here, it's between an event which happened in the past and the duration of the event between that and the present. So here we have between 5,000 years in the past and the present. We use ago to indicate that after a time unit. To give you some more examples, I could say, I drank a Coca-Cola 20 minutes ago. Notice the time unit, 20 minutes ago. I've added ago to indicate the duration in which that event occurred, but after a specific time unit, that is 20 minutes. Or you could say, I have been learning Spanish and I began learning 3 years ago. Notice the time unit again, 3 years. So I'm using ago to indicate the duration of an action or an event after a time unit. It's also worth noting that ago doesn't have to be, but it's often used in the past simple tense. Well, you might be thinking then, well, if that's how I use ago, I don't really understand how I can use since. So what are some situations where I could use the preposition since? Well, there's a few. We'll try and use an example which is somewhat similar to our first. We could say bronze. Bronze is a material, by the way, used by mixing copper and tin. Bronze has been used since 3000 BC. What is the difference between this example and the first example? Well, the first example, the first important piece of information to bear in mind is that there is no time unit. So 5,000 years was the time unit in our first example. Well, where there's no time unit, is there in the second example? We could say 3000 BC, but 3000 BC is a date. It's a specific point in the past. In the same way that I could say 2019, it's a date, right? It's a specific fixed point in the past. So, although since and ago are prepositions which can both be used to indicate the duration of a period of time, ago indicates the duration by means of a time unit, so it comes after the time unit in the sentence, generally at the end. On the other hand, since can indicate a duration of time by being used in conjunction with the start of that time, often a date, to show when that duration began. So I hope that's clarified some of your doubts regarding ago and since. And of course, feel free to ask me any questions if you'd like to know more. Thank you.